out. Is it affecting your work and personal life? Well, South Pacific Sleep Lab can help you out. South Pacific Sleep Lab provides a personal study of your sleep patterns. With their trained specialists, they will diagnose your sleep habits and will give you a prognosis for getting a great relaxing night of sleep. South Pacific Sleep Lab has locations throughout Southern California, including Fontana, and will provide transportation to any of their locations at no cost to you. To find out more, give them a call at 844-SAD-5050. That's 844-SAD-5050. South Pacific Sleep Lab. Start resting easy and sleeping sound today.
KCAA.
Looks so pretty, you'll see. Amarillo, and Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona. Don't forget Nona, Big Sun, Moscow, St. Bernardino.
What's up, team? This is Robert Portman and Comolo with the I Love San Bernardino County Radio Show on KCAA NBC 106.5 FM, 102.3 FM, 1050 AM, where we will talk history, politics, and culture. What's up, team? Oh, look at, we got some chocolates in the house. Thank you,
Valentine.
Thank you, Al Kelly.
I mean, Christmas is barely over and it's Valentine's already.
See that, Robert? I still love you. I can bust your chops a little.
You got a broken heart, dude.
You guys are out of control.
So what's up, team? How we all doing out there? Did we have a good weekend? I know it's a little bit rainy out there, but
a little bit.
We braved the roads and got on out here to Redlands, and we're having a good time. Mm-hmm. We do need the rain very much so, and hopefully we get more of it, just not floods. We need more rain, but not floods. Yeah.
We're gonna agree to disagree.
We're screwed.
I just like the more water we get, the more it will soak in, and it will be good for my trees and stuff in the backyard. And if you.
I wonder if my grass will finally turn green enough for code enforcement to leave me alone.
Here come the weeds, the invasives. Yep.
Oh, man. Well, we should have Immaculate on the day. He's going to have his own radio show coming up here. Immaculate's a great rapper, Ernie Vaxis, from out there in Riverside. So he should be here shortly, coming on in here. But Immaculate... good rapper. Like I brought him in here to the studio, set him up with a little interview with Mark Westwood, the general manager here, and there's shows available here. If you guys are interested, you just gotta be you have to have an idea about what you want to do. And you can't talk about certain things like guns and negative and drugs and things like that. And once you do that and you pay the money and get a sponsor to pay or whatever, you could have your own radio show. So what I'm trying to say is if you want a radio show out there, whoever you are.
Don't use curse words.
Yeah, man, let me know. And you can find a sponsor. You think you got a good show, let us know. We'll get you on here.
And you can talk about anything like health, religion,
Trump.
Yeah, whatever
video
you want.
cameras, whatever you want.
It's all good in the hood, and we
Good in the hood.
hopefully I think there's actually an hour on available before us right here, so maybe it could be on before us. Yeah, they got a new one, so that's pretty cool. And Immaculate should be here shortly.
Is he a Immaculate Conception?
He'll explain his name, Immaculate. Yeah, he'll Immaculate. So like he's
I'm a former Catholic.
So
I don't
it's
want
like
to be
a cannabis little Immaculate.
Al, you better behave today.
Right? Yeah. But definitely a cool guy, and he'll be here shortly. All right. And if you can hear me, I'm not going to be checking my phone, dude. All right. January. No, we can go through our little list of things to do because I like, we could talk about them a little bit. But on January 16th, we have our San Bernardino City meeting. It's going to be at 5 o'clock over there at the top floor of the parking structure next to the old city.
201 North D Street.
Yeah, next to the old city hall, that big, huge, beautiful black glass building on E Street, right
Did they
there.
open part
And
of it?
D Street, huh?
No, what the hell?
So yeah, it's still closed, but I think they're looking into that, and they're gonna,
And the county, after spending what, $78 million on their Taj Mahal, now they've closed the dais for public forum, and it's in the cafeteria.
What?
no,
Wonderful.
but they are refurbishing the whole inside there, and maybe
For what?
Well, one thing that I thought I couldn't really look them in the eye. I was kind of looking at them from the side eye.
Yeah.
So like I'd rather be facing them anyway. So I thought they should remodel that thing personally. If the public's not looking them in the eye, then they're not really under our thumb or.
But we used to have the dais right in front of the board. We always did that, and then they added those to the side. This is just more developer fees for no reason. I don't know.
Maybe, but since it's been my first meeting, I wasn't complaining too much. I just went in there and told them, hey, I'm an anthropologist. I study humans. I'm going to be here studying you all, and hopefully I'll get to focus on history.
I
So-
just like that clown guy. That guy.
No. Oh,
That
he's
clown guy, he just dresses like a freaking clown every time he
he's
goes.
been doing that for 15 years.
I know, because like I've probably gone to.
I haven't seen them yet. What am I missing something here?
I've gone to like a dozen county meetings, and they've all been like, different times, different years, and like the first time I went, I thought, oh, that guy's just like, he's a funny guy, But then over the years, as I've gone back, the guy is always dressed like a clown. in
Not
the
only
county
that,
meeting.
is he actually was paid some money by the DA to work as a mole, so do not trust him.
No, wait a second. I thought you were the clown guy.
Wait a minute. No.
All right. Well, if you do want to go to those county supervisor meetings, February 12th is a San Bernardino County Supervisor meeting at 10 a.m. in the San Bernardino County building on Arrowhead Avenue. So,
Remind me of that one again, Robert.
okay.
Okay.
When it
And
gets
there is
closer.
still some controversy, even though the County Board of Supervisors illegally picked a new supervisor, is that Ruth Musser Brown still has her lawsuit because of the meetings that the County Board had with the candidates that involve violation of the Open Meetings Act and the Brown Act, and the fact that Jan Leger, the first person who was there, was picked differently than everybody else who had to speak. So the points are there.
Oh, interesting.
So, wait, I want to know something. So, because I read that, but the Sun newspaper is like, now they want me to pay
Terrible.
99
No,
cents.
it's garbage. They're all garbage.
But I just want to know, so is the person who was picked to take James Ramos's position, is that person going to be able to take on that job right now or no?
I will tell you. That
She was there.
This is the irony, is that Jan Leger, who I was supporting, and she runs the Republican Party, but we're good friends, is that I thought that she would be. And when she told me that her fellow contract person also works for Congressman Paul Cook. She's the desert representative for Paul Cook. So she's not going to be able to do both of those jobs. You're exactly right, Carmel. No way you can do it.
Interesting. Well, we'll
Yeah.
have to see how it plays out. I like that they picked somebody from Yucca Valley. Reason being is because I kind of got the feeling as they talk, like, because a few people talk from that area, that they don't get quite as much representation as we do right here.
No,
So-
but Robert, with the meeting before you had pointed out, is that the desert people had clearly spoken and voted for James Ramos. And so the representative should have been Democrat, and there wasn't even a consideration. So, and that would have been Chris Carrillo. I didn't support him, but there's some squiggle there.
Well, I did mention that I personally hadn't voted for anybody up there at the dais, so they knew how I felt.
Right.
I wanted Sean Flynn to get that job.
Well,
You're a good
to me,
guy,
I personally,
Sean. Yeah.
I just like to vote on it myself. I mean, I think my vote. I'm sorry, county supervisors, but I think I can vote better than you can.
Oh my God!
Right?
Yes.
So that, and I feel that way about all the public. right? We should be. We know what's best for you guys. I know you think what's best for us, and that goes with our city too. And every single city council, or county council in the whole United States. You do not know what's best for us. The people know what's best for you. That's why you're there.
What was amazing is, and Carmel, when Robert got up and spoke, and he was really trying to speak about some balance, and that the gal who lost the city council personhood by several votes, she got up with her crew and complained, wait a minute, you guys don't want to have a special election, but you're forcing us to have a special election and charging us $25,000. We haven't got the money for that. So,
you mean Alex Beltran?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So corrupt, San Bernardino County.
Yeah,
so corrupt.
With that situation, I kind of wish that San Bernardino, would have like an emergency fund for a disputed election, right? So, say they really need a recount, right? It should be there for either or. Anyone who needs it, it should be there just in case, and it could be a 100-vote threshold or 500 votes, whatever you want. But
$4.2 million to raise the roof of the county building where they're going to have the dice, as opposed to paying $25,000. I mean, that tells you where the County Board of Supervisors, idea of trust and democracy. It's in a toilet.
Yeah, well,
they're terrible. Inbred.
All right. Now, something else super important I'd like to mention before I do the history. We can go through some of these other ones. But on January 17th, have you met the mayor? Thursday, this is at 7 p.m. at the Wildwood Park Neighborhood Association at 5050 Sierra Way. So basically, it's go meet the mayor. So if you have questions or complaints or whatever, come on in there. You can tell Mr. Valdivia himself, Mayor Valdivia, and then also Alice Chow will be there to discuss the animal shelter. So if you have any questions about the animal shelter, it'd be a good time to ask both of them. That will be this Thursday at the Wildwood Park Neighborhood Association. That'll be January 17th.
Is the city providing
providing
bulletproof vests?
Oh no, it's not going to get.
You know what?
crazy.
That part of the city is okay. You can go there.
It's going to be fun, and I always like to hear Alice speak. She's very intelligent.
Yeah.
She knows what's going on, and then of course Valdivia is going to answer your questions. So if you want to be there and you have a question of him, he'll tell you right there.
Be there or be square.
Sung, get there.
Yeah, probably should be there. Where is Sung at?
Yeah.
Anyways, man, are you hiding out there, Sung?
Sung, are you lying in the gutter with the other foot shot? What's going on?
Where are you at? I hope he's healing well. He's healing well. All right, let me read this little bit about, I want you guys to understand the volume of orange production that we used to have here. And it's just a small paragraph, but it kind of gives you some insight into how our economy used to be based. There were 10 million orange trees in Southern California, most of them in San Bernardino and Riverside counties. The first large commercial shipment of citrus out of the Inland Empire took place in 1882, when a railroad car full of oranges and lemons left the San Bernardino bound for Denver. It set the pattern for countless shipments to come at an increasingly frenzied pace, especially after the refrigerated boxcar was developed in 1889. So 10 million trees. I mean, not all here, but here in Riverside County, most of them. That is a lot of trees, right? The trees at that time outnumbered the people.
500,000 orange trees in 1989 were cut down by the Chapman family of Chapman Ranch to put in 2,200 homes. They didn't save one tree, and they also forgot to line the toxic dump that is now killing people that the county refuses to do anything about. The orange trees were what made the Yucaipa.
So like, besides the fact that everyone was drinking that toxic orange juice and they took care of that problem,
yeah.
There's also this thing called citrus greening and Huangbing disease. And it's 100% mortality when it comes to citrus. So you probably should not be planting huge citrus groves until they at least find some cure for this disease, because literally it's going to kill all our trees. What's up, Immaculate? Come on in, brother. What's up, dude? Have a seat right over there, man. We're just talking some local stuff.
So, well, you know, they just cut down
on
the
in.
last of the citrus trees in Redlands to build new homes, KB homes.
And
Very sad.
And the Asian psyllid is in Redlands already, and this Asian bug actually transmits this citrus greening. So as soon as the disease gets in this area, the vector is there to transport it through its pieces, or that its little sucker thing, and it will transfer this bacteria to all the citrus in the area. So it will probably wipe out backyard groves and big groves too.
From what I've heard. No, the only thing is there's a good and a bad about Redlands is that they have been working with University of California, Riverside, and they have developed something that is stopping the rust and the canker completely. The problem is that we tried to get this 10-acre grove, it was his historic grove, saved, and the mayor, the schmuck he is, they got rid of the grove, and then they decided to plant 10 new acres adjacent to railroad tracks on Route 10 where there had been numerous spills of creosote and oil. I mean, that's the cynicism toward even citrus in our city.
And another thing, just so you know, they used to use smudge pots, right? So, like, I've done lots of surveys.
So you guys saying don't eat the oranges?
Yeah, I've done lots of surveys of these old orange groves, and like wherever they filled those smudge pots, you'll see like these huge oil spills.
Kerosene.
Yeah, just like, and there's trees planted like in that, just like everything else.
Carmel, there was so much kerosene and DDT and DDE on Yucaipa, on the 1,000 acres that the Chapman family built on, that they tried to put 2 schools there, and I sued and I threatened to sue to stop them. Yucaipa was going to put 2 elementary schools on that toxic. It's surreal. And that's unfortunately what happens in a lot of ag areas. You know, Dunlap Acres, that's the area below it. Somebody would pay the guy who owned the grove, hey, you know, turn your head, get $500, I want to dump 500 gallons of methyl ethyl ketone. Bang, it's there. A year later, cancers. It's tragic that's what's happening.
We got our environmentalist Hawk in the house. He's got his talons out. Where's Scott Olson to keep?
Scott
Olson, man.
We need you, Scott.
Keep him
So
tamped down
you're
over
telling
there.
me that all the people that live on Chapman Heights have a problem underneath their house that could cause some sort of something to people who live there?
Well, the mayor and the city refused to talk about it, even though they contacted me on official business. They're basically committing felonies as we speak. It's in the air. The Air Quality Management District has gone out there with the smell of glue, Tester's glue, or benzene, but it's.
You didn't go over there and just hang out, did you?
It's
sniffing that glue, or what?
It's not in the water. I believe Joe Zoba, who runs the largest purveyor of water, Yucaipa Valley Water District, but I don't trust Western Heights, and I don't trust the city of Yucaipa. I think it's another love canal ready to happen.
Well, at least it's not a love shack.
Well, yeah. No.
All right.
Shack.
I want to go. We're gonna get Immaculate on here pretty quick, but I wanted to go through some of these events really quick. January 21st, we have the MLK 39th, or Martin Luther King Jr. 39th annual prayer breakfast. 39th. I'm 42 years old. That's pretty old right there. They've been doing that a long time.
Yeah.
From 7:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. and it's at the Casulas Arena at CSUSB. On February 2nd, we have the 4th annual Black History Super Expo, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Court Street Square on East Street. On February 23rd, we have the Black History Parade and Expo in Fontana at the Home Depot on Sierra Lakes Parkway from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. February 28th, we have a murder mystery dinner, 6 p.m. at the California Theater of the Performing Arts. Now,
I want to go to that.
Some of these things do cost money,
How
but
much is it?
I check into it. I didn't write down the how much it cost because I didn't want to scare people away, but it wasn't that much money.
Okay,
So.
I want to.
Is it going to be a real murder?
Yes.
I think.
Otherwise, I don't want to go.
Right.
Yeah, they contacted me looking for somebody to murder. Would you be interested?
No, I've got a list of people though.
And I
Let me
also-
hear of you guys.
I got this shark movie too that like Jaws 6.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I hear pig oinks,
the
man.
chocolate.
If someone's pig oinking
chocolate
on here,
gets
it
my
must be funny.
sinuses.
All right. Now we
You
got
guys are out of control, man.
March 16th, the San Bernardino Arts Fest from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at San Manuel Stadium. Now, I want to try to get that moved back to Court Street Square if we could get it back downtown there. I think it might actually help reinvigorate that area, especially if they did some in cahoots work with the Arts Connection right
Yeah.
there. So I don't know, maybe in the future, but we'll have to talk to some people and get them all together and see if we can join those two forces because they used to have it there at Court Street Square. All right, and March 30th, the 8th annual Cesar E. Chavez Memorial Breakfast. That's 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at CSUSB. So if you're interested in any of those events, I'll be seeing them at every show here, just so you kind of know what's going on a little bit. If you have events, let me know.
Well, I got some.
Okay.
January 27th begins Girl Scout cookie season.
Oh, give me my drug. Where's my
So
drug?
look for us local pushers in front of your Stater Brothers grocery stores for the next 50 days.
Oh man,
I'm about to go broke.
Girl Scout cookies. Oh man, I can't eat just one of those things.
No.
You know, I tell people all the time they got drugs in them.
I just say if the Girl Scouts started putting CBD in there.
They probably should, man. Eventually, they'll make a lot of money. Forget selling them outside a cannabis dispensary. Where's it gonna become the dispensary, man?
Oh no.
Oh man.
Oh, it could happen.
Yeah.
And they could be medicinal, Girl Scout cookies.
Well,
right?
don't you remember that a few years ago? I think that a group of Girl Scouts took it to a dispensary.
And then they made
sold it out like 10 minutes.
yeah, they actually made a rule that you're not allowed to do that.
Oh,
but someone
oh.
just redid that up in Canada because I believe they didn't make the rules up there. So,
They have Girl Scouts in Canada?
yeah,
Hey.
and eventually it shouldn't be disallowed. I don't
Well,
think.
what it actually is that you are not allowed to have a booth that is not approved by the Girl Scout Council.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter where it is. Like I couldn't set up shop right out here without
Okay.
having it go all the way through the council and them approving my location. Because it's a way to make it fair so
Right.
everybody gets the number of booths and what have you. And
Okay, well, this is the
Okay.
cookie queen right here. I trust
cookie
what you
queen.
say. And are you going to be selling them online and everything?
yeah,
Or
50 days. We sell cookies for 50 days, and my daughter is the Girl Scout cookie selling queen. So
Wow.
we need everybody's money. We need everybody to order January 27th.
Wow.
Oh, well, you got support here. We'll be announcing that every time. Anything else going on? Anything spectacular?
No, I'm just excited about the Wednesday's council meeting. I just can't wait to go there.
It should be a lot of fun. I like going to a meeting where nothing feels contentious yet. I really kind of agree with letting him have as many assistants right now as like he's gonna go for it. If he thinks he needs those assistants, we can decide in a little bit if they're not doing anything, and he can hear from SN. Right now, I just want him to get started with the team he wants.
Are they paid?
Yeah,
yes.
and I'd prefer those assistants over Westbound Communications.
Yeah.
Any day.
Oh,
I'd
oh,
prefer
yeah.
to pull that contract and never have
Nice.
another contract again with Westbound.
Right.
kind of work away from
Wow.
getting, because to me sometimes I feel like Westbound Communications has a conflict of interest because
They do.
they're helping so many cities
Right.
that how can you really love one of them? Like
And then they always get more money right before an election, and then people start using like the city State of the Union address or whatever.
Are they
for, like,
giving money to
election.
politicians? I haven't ever checked on that.
No, I think that they do things and they run polls and they say it's for something else, and then they end up giving it to like the mayor. So I could
Interesting.
probably almost prove that,
Yeah. Ouch.
you know, but
I just don't think that if you're say you're trying to make Orange County look good or Anaheim look good, right? And there happens to be a conflict somehow between what's making San Bernardino look good and
Yeah.
what one of your bigger, someone who spends more money, they're going to help the city that spends the most money
Yeah,
100% of the time.
Exactly.
Whether they lie about it or not. It's just that's good business to do that, you know?
I just think if you don't hang out in San Bernardino after dark, then you can't represent San Bernardino, and
I
you can't
agree.
represent the image of San
I
Bernardino.
agree.
And I think someone who works in the city, who's there at the meetings every single time, not just when your money comes up for a vote, those people could represent the city better and know what we want our city to look like in the future. We have good things to offer here.
And we have good thinkers. We have good people with good brains.
And if we need more raw talent, let's pull from Cal State San Bernardino, like even from
San Bernardino Valley College.
University of Redlands, even UCR. Pull from our area, right? Even Redlands. I mean, even people in Riverside, right? They know about San Bernardino, right?
Yeah, I lived there for 2 years actually, so I know how it is. You know, it's definitely got some love to get made. There's love to be made
And
there. You know.
I think I was also gonna. That's what I want to focus on in the county meetings. Is like try to add San Bernardino in every time if you can, right? Like, and when we go to these other city meetings, talk to them and said, hey, I'm not the official ambassador, but what I want to say is, if you're thinking of some kind of project, find a way to involve San Bernardino in it. Out of the kindness of your heart, help us rise out of here. Don't hold us down. Lift us up. And if you could do that, it will lift up the whole region together. And the more things we do together, it seems like there's a bunch of, when I put these events down, there's a bunch of events on the same day.
Yeah, that's why I said, like, they should not put them on the same day so you could, like, or they should put them all together so you could walk from here to there to there to there, and then you could.
And the event organizer would be making more money. The vendors would make more money.
Hey, look they were generous to the owners of the colonies. They gave them $102 million.
Well, that was left up to the judge, but you know, there's nothing we can do there.
Here come the judge.
I love the judge.
The judge.
All right. Yeah, one more thing to mention. Musicology! We've been over there at KVCR, Film and Musicology for PBS, or Empire PBS now. And we did all 12 episodes. Now my part is going to be the segue between, there'll be 2 bands per episode, so there'll be a segue in between. And instead of me doing the history, this time I'll be out looking for performers.
So it's not going to be Indiana Rob. It's going to be a different Rob.
No, same Indiana Rob. I'm dressed up in the same Indiana setup. But I'll be searching instead of history. I'll be searching for talent.
Are you talking about bands that did make it in San Bernardino a decade ago?
What they're doing right now is they're taking they'll find a band that's pretty hot, but it's not super popular, right? But still doing good, throwing gigs, has their own CD out, has put in work.
Like those girls we had on the show.
Yes, and then bring them on and let them show them what they got, and then we do a little interview.
Yeah.
But what we'll be doing is possibly searching for future
stars.
Yes.
How do you do?
You go to the promenade. You go down to
any genre music or
we're street performers. So if we happen to find one that's a super cool reggae guy, I'm sure we'll sit there and jam. You know,
Wow.
if we find someone who does who's got a group that they rap, you know, maybe we'll hit up with see what they can do and give them a little money and make them happy and put them on video. And then put them on there, and then maybe next season we'll have them come on the show.
Yeah,
Check Venice Beach.
Yeah. But you know what's interesting? This was like 6 years ago in San Bernardino. They had their performing nights right down there where the bus station is. It was like 100 degrees, and I went down there, and who was playing? Steel Pulse. And Damian Marley was playing with them. There were maybe 20 of us there. It was like, this is surreal. It was so good, it was so good. But
music's excellent, and they kept musicology for the next season, right? So that's
Wow,
pretty cool.
very
we're-
so
we're
cool, man.
Moving on up.
You know,
so-
maybe you guys should do like an advertisement or something like that. You're looking for the raw talent.
Yeah.
You
I-
know,
Good point.
I think they are kind of doing that. It's just what we run into is there's only a certain amount of episodes, and there's probably like 100.
Yeah.
Can't you
I
do it on your Facebook?
I actually sent my music in, but they told me they were looking more towards bands for the first season. So yeah, more of bands. But I have a trick up my sleeve where I've been working with the band. So now I'm gonna come in there with the band and show them that everything is blessings, and I'm gonna make sure that they see that. So I'm gonna re-enter on that
That
one.
is exciting. I can't wait.
Yeah, so I've been doing that as well, so I know that that's going to be something interesting because I actually tried last year, and because I felt like I'm on the right track with my music.
Yeah,
and music
you are.
Music makes me happy, and it makes me feel like I'm on the right path, because if I didn't, what I say is to get stress off your chest. We're not always talking about the best things. We need to talk about the real things.
Yep.
And then that's what I do is talk about how my mom survived cancer twice. How I'm like 2 weeks away from being homeless. From 2 checks away from being homeless, because people don't talk about that.
When you do this next, when you turn in your next information, like I suggest you do it soon. Put that stuff in there too, and Manel, Nick, and Hector are really good people, and they understand that kind of stuff. I want to give them 1,000% props, and I want you to definitely send that in there. But put in there the stuff you survived through too.
My mom survived.
Yeah.
My mom survived I'm a
Anyone
fighter.
who
too, yeah.
If you're a family member to somebody with cancer, you're both survivors.
Yeah, well, actually, she had cancer with me, and the doctor told her she has 3 months to live, or she could have me, and she had more chances. My mom told the doctor, well, I've already lived. I need him to live. And 31 years later, she's still alive.
Wow.
So
wow.
she's still alive
glad
to this
she
day.
did.
I just told her I love her before I came.
What a great mama.
Yeah, man, like she's everything. But like,
What's your mama's name?
my mom's name is Betty Garcia, and she's
Betty Garcia.
Yeah.
This whole show
Yes,
is dedicated to your mama.
Oh man,
God.
thank you, man. I
To
appreciate
Betty,
that. It
yeah.
means a lot. I
Right
swear. My grandma's looking down on me. So proud. I know she is.
Well, we've had you on the show as Robert Porter has progressed through the different radio shows I've had. I always try to bring Immaculate on because he represents a part of rap that I don't think is showcased enough, and that's with goodness, with love, with wanting to do positive things, with moving forward, with working hard. Those things, not just bang, bang, shoot it up, snort some
Cash money, all that. Joey.
No, because I talk about things that I've been through. So if I talk about that, it's me being fake, and I don't know how to be fake.
But he
So
does know how to smoke some weed, though.
I might host.
I don't gotta put his business on the air.
I'm a host of cannabis shows, so I do Dabathon, I do Kush Talk, the pre-roll party. I do a lot, so they all like help me become where I'm at, even to get where I'm going now. I'm very thankful for the cannabis community because they actually made me uprise from my music. That's the truth.
And we are the cannabis center of the world right here in the Inland Empire,
Yes,
where
we
people,
are.
believe it or not, we have been running cannabis in this hood for a long
Long
time.
Too long.
I remember you could get a whole freaking bag of marijuana, and it was like a nickel bag, but it was like
Yes.
this. You remember?
You remember when a nickel bag was a nickel?
Wait a second. We don't pay for weed no more. What
I'm just saying, you guys know what I'm talking about. Though.
No, what I'm
It's
saying.
like 3 fingers.
what I'm saying is it's gotten better.
No seeds and stems anymore, right?
Well, I love seeds.
Yeah, I know.
No, now you ain't gotta. Now you don't gotta pick up the phone and be like, "Hey, do you got the hookup? No, do you got the? Can you call some?
Searching, I'm searching every which way. Hey,
Let's go.
yeah,
Good times.
Oh man, good stuff. Yeah, we get on that weed conversation. So tell us a little bit about Dabathon. What do you do over there, or Kush Stock? Like, what do you do as a host of one of these?
Well, for Dabathon, I'm actually the manager. So what I actually do is I get artists to come out perform. I get vendors. I actually help with the security. I set up everything from the staging. Like I help with everything. But for the most part, I host, so basically I'm the master of ceremony. So when there's someone to get introduced onto stage, I'll say, hey, like we have such and such coming onto stage, make some noise, or make sure that they're hype them up,
So
hype them up.
who's the most famous person you've introduced so far?
To be honest, I don't see people in that form. Everyone's normal to me. Once I've met people, everyone's just normal. And I guess I didn't realize, but when I was younger, I would like idolize people and be like, oh, this, and they're so famous. At the end of the day, we're all the same. We're just human beings.
Some of the normal people you've had.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Some of the normal
Yeah.
people that we've had,
Yeah.
we've had like DJ Quick, we've had Sugar Free, we've had Corrupt,
Wow.
we've had RJ from LA. We've had just numerous people. It's a blessing. The Loonies from Yuck Mouth, where I got 5 on it. I'm on stage with him. And he's my real good friend now.
Love that song
Yeah,
too.
I'm gonna try to get him out to the radio show as well.
Just don't forget that the people that went to the Swing Auditorium in San Bernardino and played there are still famous for just doing that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right? So in the future, these stars or the normal people that you meet still could have value, historical value for everybody, and be able to bring us together. Because in 20 years, dude, you're gonna be like me telling stories.
Yeah,
right?
you're right.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, I remember real quick, we did a show with Too Short, and I remember when I turned 21, I was in a club in Vegas, coming out the bathroom, a little tipsy. 2 white girls started dancing on me, so I danced back. Too Short comes up to me, he's like, those are my girls. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I just started backing up and dancing by myself. Yeah. And then I remember when I came and I hosted and I was next to him, he took a picture with my vape cards, and I'm just like, the world has turned around. You never thought this would come back to it. Like, hey, now he's doing promotion for you. And he was pretty chill,
That was your hard work.
Yeah,
right there.
yeah, but
Wow.
it just the turn of events. 10 years ago, I was, basically like feeling like pretty dumb and dancing with these women, but I was drunk. It was my birthday, I was like, it is what it is.
I'm
Hey
proud of
man,
you.
But
you pulling his girls. Man.
did.
Don't feel dumb
But-
about that.
I didn't, but I'm respectful even then. So I was like, okay, so this is not my girl, so I'm gonna back up. And then like 10 years later, I got to meet him, did some shows with it. I'm like, wait a minute. Wow, I remember that. I didn't bring it up to him.
No,
but,
no.
But it's just kind of funny. That's why I say we're all normal people. Because 10 years ago, I was in the same place that he was in Vegas, and I'm still the same person now. And I'm sure he is too, just a lot smarter.
So as I mentioned, the Swing Auditorium, and it's
Yeah.
been destroyed. But what you do now, especially when you're doing events over there at NOS,
Yes.
is you're the cannabis community now is the next Swing Auditorium, right?
Yes.
In 30 years, 40 years, they'll look back at the movement of that Prop 215 did and what California did with Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
And
Cheech and Chong.
yes, they cultivated this culture of cannabis that led to medical and everything else. So
And CBD and helpful.
it will
It's very
be
helpful.
it'll be history people want to know about. So we got to keep good notes because
Yeah.
we were on the
Well-
front lines.
Well, yeah, no, definitely. I just appreciate you guys like even having me on. I didn't even tell you, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. Like
get
it means
outta
a lot.
here. You-
But I mean, you don't understand. Like sometimes I feel like, is the hard work paying off? And daily I see that it is. And so, but if I'm not humble and thankful, then I'm
Right.
not gonna get the blessings back. If I just continue to think that I'm the best, and I'll never
how,
be.
how blessed are you?
No, that's
Because
good.
Well,
I was gonna wonder if I should mention another radio station on the show, but this guy's got another radio station. on his- But did I see that you were on 99.1 over there?
Yeah,
What happened?
well, so what happened is I have one of my friends that's a DJ at 99.1. He's going to come. Well, I have a special announcement. I have Fly Music Radio on Saturdays, 6 to 8 o'clock on NBC Radio, so now you can listen. And I have my friend from 99.1 going to come out and also DJ on the 26th, my friend DJ Mondo on the 19th. So I already have special guest DJs lined up.
So so the other day we brought you in here. You shot the shoot with
Yeah.
Mark Westwood.
Yes, I did.
You
and
seem to get along pretty well.
Yeah, Mark's a great guy.
Yep.
And what did you guys work out?
We
What
were
day?
Saturday, starting January 19th, 6 to 8, a 2-hour period. And, I think that it's called Fly Music Radio, and I think it's going to be an awesome show because I'm going to play great music.
Good.
Speaking of good music, I definitely brought a new song
Yay.
with
Good.
someone famous. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And it's Borak, and he's from Dove Shack. He sings "Summertime" in the LBC.
Oh, I
Very
like that.
famous song. So he's a very good people, and I brought this song called Legacy because.
Would you like to play it?
Yeah, when
go.
when I
Shoot it
Are you
up.
gonna play it, or are you gonna sing it, or?
No, I'm gonna play it. It's he's singing on it and I'm rapping on it, but it's positive music and it's called Legacy because when I die, music's gonna be my legacy, and people are gonna understand. So if you would like to listen, I mean, appreciate it.
Yes.
Off of my new album coming out as well.
You're rapping on it?
Yes, sir.
Great.
When I'm gone. When I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone. Hey, when I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone, oh, when I'm gone, you still gon' remember me. You still gon' remember me. When I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone, oh, when I'm gone, you still have my legacy. My legacy.
My grandma in heaven looking down on me. So I look into the sky and make her proud of me. I'm a leader like Optimus Prime. So I rap like my life's on the line. I'm holding on by your string, so I'm about to snap. And God sent the beat, so I sent it back. I know I got flame, you might have a heat stroke. Leveled up so fast, you thought I used the cheat code.
I see the finish line and I'ma pass it. Trying to stretch my money like elastic, but you can mess up my good energy. I still pray for my enemies.
When I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone. Oh, when I'm gone, you still gon' remember me. You still gon' remember me. When I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone. Oh, when I'm gone, you still have my legacy. My legacy.
Last year I was chilling in the nosebleeds. Now I'm on the main stage performing with my homies. I was made for this bread, you could call me toaster. Like old school film, I just need exposure. Lost Sierra High, soaring like an eagle. Mexican, but I'm looking like a Chino. My credit's so high, you thought I was a gringo. And finally marijuana's not a drug, cause it's legal.
I was raised on Section 8.
Call me Tony the Tiger, cause now my life is great. No core, bag of clothes, slept on a couch. Now I'm on the verge to buy my mama a house.
When I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone. Oh, when I'm gone, you still gon' remember me. You still gon' remember me. When I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone. Oh, when I'm gone, you still have my legacy. My legacy.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
It's off my new album, Fly
Nice.
Music Records, self-titled. And I only have positive, good music. I do have music to dance to and turn up to, but at the most part, it's good, feeling music that comes from my heart. Like I said, I told my grandma that I would make it big before she died, and I felt like I made that happen. I'm very thankful to where I'm at.
Well, your grandma, it must be super proud looking down right now because me personally, when I see what you do, and I follow you on social media, so I get to see pretty much everything you do. And
Yeah.
to me, you inspire me. Like the people that I bring on here, even Al over there, man, and of course Carmel. Like I like to surround myself with people who inspire me to do better, to do something different, to go out of my comfort zone. And I appreciated you guys believe in me, you know? Like,
We appreciate you more than you know.
yeah, and I just want you to know that I believe in you too. I do. I would not even be a part of this, right? So thank you. And what you show people, like if you ever feeling down on yourself, or you ever feeling like you ain't being treated right by people out there, or whatever, just know that your legacy, people are gonna remember you. When you're
I got to
gone.
say, when I heard that, it just, I taught junior high in San Bernardino from the 70s to the 90s. It reminded me of Rakim.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Definitely.
Oh
Yeah,
wow,
yeah,
dang,
yeah.
that's a
That-
blessing.
that
you know?
vibe, that
Yeah,
vibe,
yeah. I have music that like will inspire you because I am motivation. You know, I'm if you're not growing, you're dying. And every day I try to
Yeah.
grow.
Mm.
So if I'm not helping others grow, then I can never grow. So if I'm not able to help others, then what am I really doing? And I'm being selfless and selfish. I'm sorry, and I'm not. I'm selfless. I like to give.
Yes, you do. And
Nice.
Back to real quick motivation. I like to give to the homeless. We raise presents for the kids, like for the pre-roll party, which is a session in LA that I do as well. we raise like over $2,000 worth of gifts for the kids in LA, and we donate them for Christmas. And we feed the
and
homeless.
they call
so-
you a bunch of stoners, and you're doing that? That's incredible, man.
Yeah, so we give back. It's not, we don't even we don't think about ourselves. It's about others. And I remember not having Christmas presents, so I want to make sure that we give back. So if it wasn't for people around me helping me grow, like even my friend from Empire Innovators, we would have a trunk full of like stuffed animals because one of our friends has issues with cancer, and so we raised that for them. And this wasn't even Christmas time, and I'm talking about that was over like 300 stuffed animals.
Wow.
So we actually do give back. So that's one thing that I like to do is
Since
give
we're
back.
talking about stuffed animals, and I just wanted to share with the public how good of a guy you are. Tell us a little bit about your pup.
I have a little Pomeranian dog. And that's my son right there. And like, his name is Smokey the Bear. He's purebred.
And he disappeared once. And what happened?
Oh yeah, he's a little monster, man.
Yeah,
He's-
all I see is he's posts like my pup's missing, like daddy
that's-
missed his pup, and then but when he got him back, oh my gosh, that was the best picture, dude.
I was gonna bring him today, but I was like, I'll
Oh,
bring him
always
another day.
welcome, always welcome.
Yeah, but I was like, it's raining. I didn't want to he has a furry coat, so I didn't want to get him all wet.
Yeah,
But
he's a cutie. Let
yeah,
me
he's
tell
dope.
you.
He's dope, man. He's my everything, But yeah, that's why I'm so focused on my life. Is I was as a younger age, I knew I didn't want kids because I wanted to make sure that I'm really successful and be able to not them go through what I did too and have to struggle so much, so I could buy a house. So when they come into this house, this world,
no
I have no
kids?
kids.
Wait a second. Every other picture I see you with some beautiful woman. You don't got no kids? What's going on
No,
here?
I'm a pull-out king.
Now that you said that, it's called jinx. It's called jinx. You have now jinxed your luck.
I got one more track for you guys too. This one right here is called Team Up. I just want to make sure this is more hyped up, just so you can see the both sides of. We got positive, but we also got like music where we can enjoy ourselves, have a beer too. Which I have my own beer, Brew Rebellion. Thank you guys for having my own beer.
Oh yeah.
What's the name of it?
Kush.
It's called Immaculate. My rapper name Immaculate Blueberry Kush with Brew Rebellion.
Didn't you have it here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have my own beer in stores, and I have my own vape cartridges from Pure Star. So, and those are tested at 91%. So they're lab tested.
Did you bring any of those?
No, I did. I have some, but not those.
Yeah,
not those ones.
we'll get shut down like Cannabis Corner did.
Well, hey, I don't drink.
No.
You know me.
Well,
but yeah.
Check out this new song as well. This is off my album called Fly Music Records. That's the self-titled, and this one's called Team Up, and it's also featuring my friend from Oxnard, Young Quicks. So I like to do music with everyone.
Okay.
Yeah. All of my team up. All of us litty. Used to be broke, but now we counting hundreds and fifties. Like a bear, why? Cause we all on our grizzly. Like a bowling alley, we just stay in our lane. All of my team up. All of us litty. Used to be broke, but now we counting hundreds and fifties. Like a bear, why? Cause we all on our grizzly. Like a bowling alley, we just stay in our lane. If your mama see what you be wearing, she'll be ashamed. A lot of people making money, then they start to change. Remember all them haters, they gon' doubt you. Pretty lips on that mouth, so what that mouth do? Blunts on blunts, don't be testing my high. Dabs on dabs, I be staying so fly. I be popping like the 4th of July. Only artists you gon' see in Dubai. If I started, then you know I'm gon' finish. All of my friends, so you know they menace. And if you got a problem, got a solution. I'm always winning, never be losing. And I made my own lane, so I stay in it. Okay. And the world ain't a game, so I don't play with it. And I've been down since day one. And if you ain't got no haters, then make some. All of my team up, all of us litty. Used to be broke, but now we counting hundreds and fifties. Like a bear, why? Cause we all on our grizzly. Like a bowling alley, we just stay in our lane. All of my team up, all of us litty. Used to be broke, but now we counting them hundreds and fifties. Like a bear, why? Cause we all on our grizzly. Like a bowling alley, we just stay in our lane.
Stay on my lane, I've been on top of my game. I was taught not to complain. The only rainbow we saw was after the rain. Now do got streets with slang. Pushing from corner to corner, I blend well with the owners. Fucking with me might just get you a bonus. Came with my brothers, we really want dough like the Jonas. Dime si entiendes o no me comprendes, porque no huele la mota que prendes. Muchos hablan pero nadie me ofende. Tengo un Cadillac, ahora quiero un Mercedes. Cargo 10,000 en mi bolsa, por si algo se me antoja, cualquiera cosa. Y no me gusta la gente chismosa, la gente envidiosa tampoco tramposa. All of my team up, we came here to clean up all of the mess that you made from popping them pills and sipping the lean cup. My cloth is clean cut, we don't mean mug, just get bucks and stack 'em, ayy. I know this my job, but all we do is have fun, ayy.
All of my team up, all of us litty. Used to be broke, but now we counting hundreds and fifties. Like a bear, why? Cause we all on our grizzly. Like a bowling alley, we just stay in our lane. All of my team up, all of us litty. Used to be broke, but now we counting them hundreds and fifties. Like a bear, why? Cause we all on our grizzly. Like a bowling alley, we just stay in our lane. Appreciate that, man. Definitely.
Nice.
I was digging the make some haters.
I love that.
Yeah. I was like, hey, I remember when everybody showed me love, and then I was like, why are people disliking me? And I was like, oh, because you're growing.
Because they get jealous, yeah.
And I understand that, and it comes with the territory. So not everybody can even be in this position because they can't even handle the pressure.
And let me tell you something about haters. They will bring the best out of you.
They did, as you can hear in the music.
Yes, they inspire me. Like, please hate because you make me want to do better.
Well, here's something that you actually should go by. This is how I do it. Either you like me or you don't. Either way, it's motivation. Never look at it as a bad thing. Right. You like me or you don't. If you like me, great. That's motivating me.
You
don't like me,
both sides.
You're going to win. And that's what I've been doing. And that's one of my secrets, is that I don't let nothing get to me. You can say anything, and that's fine. But my work ethic will speak for itself. You know?
Yeah, hard work will pay off, and I've seen nothing but hard work out of you, dude.
Thank you. Well, I just excited for the radio show on Saturdays, 6 to 8. You know, I'm really excited for that. I called it Fly Music Radio. Real simple, like my record label, Fly Music Records. Mm-hmm. You know, if you would like to follow me on Instagram, it's fly_music_record. So. And
before we get done, we are kind of like a political show here a little bit, and I could see you as a politician, dude. And I want you to not think you couldn't be one or anything like that. I want you to think inside that box that there's a possibility in 5 years or 10 years you could be representing your city.
Well, he's already doing it. That's political music.
Yeah, I
revolutionary.
Think if you ran, we had someone like you and running for political office, man, it would really inspire people.
Young people, you bet.
Young people.
You bet.
So please consider it. You know, it is kind of wild, but if anyone could do it, you could do it, dude.
The thing about thinking out of the box, thinking out of the box is there's no box. It'll be limitless. That was by Noah James. He told me that. So I realized that, and I was like, hey, the first thing about thinking out the box is there is no box. Yeah, and you're limitless.
Live it all. Try everything.
So nothing is out of my reach. So that's something I'll put in.
All right, you know, I'll help you run for office.
Hey.
All right, well, we can do that for sure. All right, well, before we leave here, I definitely want to remind everybody that on Wednesday at 5:00 p.m. we have our city meeting over there. We need you to be there, please, team. I mean, how can the mayor and council make good changes if they don't know what you want, right? So you got to come in there and let them know what you want. Also,
I'll be there.
make sure you go to these events over here at the NOS, like Dabathon and
Pre-roll party.
all of them.
When's the next Dabathon?
The next Dabathon is coming up. We just did one this Saturday, the pre-roll party in LA. This January 19th, I'm doing a battle rap scene with the sesh. It's called with Disaster. I'm in LA with A-Hat and Eyevolve TV.
Now, have you heard any word about possibilities of having him at NOS?
No, not yet. Not yet. It's. I mean, we've definitely worked with them before.
Because before with the old mayor, there was no way he was going to sign anything. But I think it's possible. You have enough signatures to get him signed off over there at NOS, and then we can reclaim our title as Cannabis City of the World,
Cannabis capital of the world.
Capitalism. All right.
Appreciate you guys for having us.
All right, team. Well, I'm with Robert Porter, and I'm on I Love San Bernardino Facebook group. Check it out. We also have an I Love San Bernardino Facebook page, so you can just see the pictures if you want. But the group is a lot of fun. We always have fun. If you want to be on my show, hit me up. We'll see what's up. This is Robert Porter with the I Love San Bernardino County Radio Show and Carmel Row, and we are
out
of here.
Leave my song play.
Say you don't know me, I recognize my face. Say you don't care who goes to that kind of place. Knee deep in the hoopla, sinking in your fight. Too many runaways eating up the night.
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, and now